Yes, yes, welcome in everyone. The One Burner Bachelor. 37 steps up high above the city on a hot summer day. Just have some water in my saute pan on the One Burner steaming off, just to make sure there's no bacteria in our pan. Once again, it takes 208 degrees, I think, over 200 degrees for water to come to a boil and steam, and 165 degrees of heat will eliminate any bacteria that may be in our pan. As careful as you may be, and as clean as you may wash your saute pan, especially here on the One Burner Bachelor, we like to steam some water out of it before we even start our next episode. But what I'd like to mention right now is I am crazy excited. The 4 One Burner Bachelor videos I've already uploaded on YouTube have been getting views, not a zillion, but they're increasing, and even a positive comment. And I thank you for that. Thumbs up, positive comments. I don't think there's any subscribers yet. Maybe you need to see some more action, which is fine. This kind of reminds me, I'm hoping, as a commercial I saw years back, where a group of kids or young people had put out a product or hoping for views, and they were watching their computer screen, and it said 1 view, 2 views, or 2 purchases, and then the thing started going crazy in numbers off the hook, and they couldn't believe how popular it had become. So I'm hoping that's what happens with this. I appreciate the feedback. Thanks again for checking in. The One Burner Bachelor. We'll be back in a bit. We're super excited. Yes, yes, we're back, everyone. The One Burner Bachelor. That little bit of water is just finishing steaming off in our saute pan to make sure we're safe to begin cooking. And lucky for us, my best friend and assistant Angelo has made an appearance. He's having a little lunch right now. I'd like to call him my sous chef, but because I'm not a chef, I never went to school for this. I leave that title for those guys that did go to school for it. I fancy myself just as a good cook. I started back in the summer of 1984, and Angelo hasn't taken any classes either, so we're just going to call him my assistant, and he is my best friend. We'll be back. That water's almost done steaming out, and we'll get things started. The One Burner Bachelor. 37 steps up in our small apartment high above the city on a hot summer day. Okay, we're back. Angelo's taking his seat to watch the action. What we're going to start with today, right here, Johnsonville, New Orleans, andouille recipe smoked sausage. I don't think you pronounce the L's. I don't think it's andouille, I think it's andouille. And one of my things I like to use, a Bluebonnet regular, it just gets a little oil and a little non-stick something in the saute pan if I need that to happen. So what I've done here already, right now, is there's 6 of those smoked sausages in a package. I've taken 3 of them, I've cut them the long way, and then I've quartered them, which has allowed me 12 pieces. So surrounded by those 12 pieces right now is that chunk of Bluebonnet regular. We've turned the heat down a little bit just to let things start doing their thing. The reason I put the sausages in skin side down is because there is some fat and there is something in that skin that will release a little bit more juice and fat, so then when I flip the sausages over, they'll just start cooking even more in their own juices. Okay, we'll be back. The One Burner Bachelor. See what happens. Okay, we're back. The One Burner Bachelor. Yikes. Our Bluebonnet has simmered away. I just shook the pan once or twice, and all of these 12 quartered andouille from 100% premium pork recipe smoked sausages from Johnsonville, New Orleans are all getting happy and starting to do their thing now. When I think of sausages, no matter what they are, I think also of peppers and onions. So I'm going to hold my, oh shoot, I'm supposed to be videoing this way. I hope that will help. It was just easier for me to hold it the other way, and my friend Victor told me it was better this way, and I actually forgot. I was so excited about the views and the positive comment that came in, I didn't think of that. So I've just turned it this way now, hoping that helps in keeping the camera on the saute pan on the One Burner Bachelor. I'm going to add, that's right, just enough probably half of this bag of $1.25 onions and mixed peppers, frozen bag of vegetables. Right from frozen. They're going to let off plenty of moisture because, as we learned before, anything we put in the saute pan frozen is going to release the water that froze it. So that's going to leave plenty of water in the pan, plenty of juice in the pan, in addition to the juices coming off of our fabulous sausages. 100% real pork, it says right there. Premium pork, premium pork. And so we've turned the heat up a little bit, and we're just going to let that do its thing for a minute. The One Burner Bachelor, high above the city on a hot summer day. Angelo's doing the best he can to keep cool. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. The One Burner Bachelor. Angelo has settled in on his couch, 37 steps up high above the city, just checking things out on a hot summer day. All right, so the onions and peppers, the andouille sausages are all just doing their thing. We're not worried now whether the sausages are skin side down or face side down because there's enough juice and flavor and things going on in the pan. So what we're going to do right now, as we mentioned before, if there's a little excess water or something in the pan, we're not going to dump it out because we'd be dumping out flavor. And it's definitely not going to hurt sausages or peppers and onions to simmer a little bit longer to make sure all that moisture is gone. And what I'm going to add next, if any of you that make comments saw it coming, I can't say I'm going to be surprised, but you're as inventive maybe or as creative as I'm trying to be. So we'll be back in just a minute. The One Burner Bachelor on a hot, hot summer day high above the city. Okay, we're back. Here we go on the One Burner Bachelor. I need to just hold my camera in the other hand right now. You maybe can see I moved everything to one side of the saute pan on the One Burner Bachelor. You're going to cook two things at the same time in the same saute pan? Yes. And anyone that, like I said, had a feeling of what I was going to add, please comment and let me know below. But what I'm adding right now is 2 scrambled eggs. Yep. We're not going to mix it all together and make it an omelet or scrambled eggs with sausage, peppers, and onions. We're going to leave that sausage on the side there. And the flavor from that sausage and the fat from that sausage and the flavor from the onions and peppers is going to make those scrambled eggs unbelievable. So I'm going to turn the heat back up a little bit. I'm going to grab my weapon of choice today, my favorite wooden spoon, and I'm just going to start mixing these eggs around. And trust me, as eggs do, they will scramble. And we're going to let them sit and scramble, and we'll be back to show you the final product, the One Burner Bachelor. Scrambled eggs with sausage, peppers, and onions in the same pan, but not mixed together. Flavor mixed together, yes, but not like scrambled eggs or an omelet. All right, we'll be back, everybody. Yes, we're back, the One Burner Bachelor, and there it is, as promised, in the same pan. Sausage, peppers, and onions on one side, a couple of scrambled eggs on the other than a couple of those pepper strips that made their way into the eggs, you'll see that the dish is completely separated. The smell, the texture, and the flavor of these scrambled eggs, which has basically cooked in the juice from those sausages, I think is going to be off the hook. All right, trying to keep everything under 10 minutes to keep your attention, but hopefully when they go a little bit longer than that, it'll be worth it to you guys to watch it. Please subscribe, please view, please comment. Angelo's still hanging right here on his couch with 37 steps up high above the city on a hot summer day. Thanks again, everyone. I can't wait to do the next one. I can't wait to get your feedback. We'll see you next time on the One Burner Bachelor.